Hello guys and welcome to Green Radar. Climate change has grown and become a global issue. Thus, today, we shall be talking about the foods that might go extinct due to climate change. Climate change is negatively affecting the world's food supply in a variety of ways. Fluctuating temperatures and unstable weather patterns make it more difficult for different crops to thrive. Here are 9 foods that could go extinct because of climate change's effect on our planet. Avocado. Avocado mania is alive and booming in the United States. Not only are we voracious importers of avocados, but 80% of our annual supply comes from Mexico, and our domestically grown avocados, 10% are from California. The catch is that, as Adam Sternberg reported in New York Magazine, avocados require 9 gallons of water per ounce to grow. That's 72 gallons of water per fruit. California's water supply cannot compete with our nation's demand. Unfortunately, the bad news doesn't end there. America's incessant demand for avocados combined with the rising prices to export them has even fueled the rapid deforestation of central Mexico's pine forests. Chocolate. As the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration states, cacao is only able to grow and prosper if a stringent set of requirements is met. Not only can cacao only grow within around 20 north and south of the equator, but if the humidity isn't high enough, or if the soil isn't rich enough, the cacao will wither and die. A study by the International Center for Tropical Agriculture, CIAT, posits that farmers will begin to experience an immense decrease in cocoa production by 2030. Wheat, maize, and rice crops. Along with soybeans, a study published in Nature Climate Change in 2016 estimates that production of wheat, maize, and rice, collectively the most vital crops for humans around the world, are in danger. Croplands that were once suitable are projected to shift, and possibly become obsolete, due to oscillating temperatures and unpredictable weather. According to the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations, wheat, maize, and rice crops account for 51% of the world's calorie intake. And the world demand for the crops is projected to increase 33% by 2050. Strawberries. Florida and California grow more than 95% of the United States' strawberry supply. According to the International Society for Horticultural Science, the unstable climatic conditions through the crop season are resulting in abbreviated crop cycle durations. Hotter than normal weather has delayed the flowering and subsequent production of strawberries in Florida in the past, and the trend could signify a more permanent decrease in strawberry production, as well as an increase in price. Maple syrup. Tuck into fluffy pancakes topped with maple syrup while you can, because the sugar maple tree responsible for syrup is stressed to the point of decline. Maple syrup production is intrinsically linked with the weather. Sap is only able to flow when temperatures rise above freezing during the day, and then plummet below it once night falls. The shift in temperature is essential. This pressure forces the sap out of the tree. But climate change has made the once dependable weather conditions unpredictable. Climate change definitely will, and already has had an effect on the maple syrup industry, said Timothy Perkins, director of the Procter Maple Research Center. Coffee. Caffeine is the world's most popular psychoactive drug, and many of us choose to consume it via a cup of coffee in the morning. But a 2017 study published in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences demonstrates that climate change threatens both areas where coffee crops grow, and a key species that's responsible for about 20 to 25% of coffee bean production, bees. The ecological community formed between coffee crops and pollinators, such as bees, is both a delicate and integral one. When bees pollinate coffee crops, they not only widen the yield of the crops, but they also increase the quality of the beans. Unfortunately, rising temperatures and unpredictable weather could repel bees with lower heat tolerances from pollinating coffee plants. Additionally, 88% of Latin America's coffee-suitable areas could reduce by 2050. Bananas. All around the world, the rising emissions of greenhouse gases and erratic weather and temperature patterns are affecting where, when, and even if agriculture is produced. Bananas rely on moderate weather to ripen, and then consistent water to thrive. Farmers are already being forced to invest in expensive irrigation systems to ensure their bananas ripen, and watch out for unpredictable weather that could halt significant banana production. The most popular banana stateside, called the Cavendish banana, is also falling prey to a disease called tropical race 4, which is wiping out banana plantations across the globe. Peanuts. Peanuts are finicky crops. According to a report from CBC, they require a stable and particular environment to grow. Too little rain, and they'll fail to germinate. Too much rain, and they'll grow moldy and potentially contract a disease. To cap it off, they don't respond well to too much heat either. Their shoots will become scorched and they'll fail to grow at all. Much of America's peanut production comes from the southern states, which are susceptible to droughts and heat waves that have destroyed entire peanut crops. Thus, many believe that peanuts could become extinct sooner rather than later. Corn. Water shortages and warmer temperatures are bad news for corn. In fact, a global rise in temperatures of just 1 Celsius would slow the rate of growth by 7%. A great deal of U.S. corn goes to feed livestock, so lower corn yields could mean higher meat prices. Global corn production, in particular, has already been nearly 4% lower than it would have been if the climate were not warming. Therefore, now you all have some information on how serious this issue is. So many more foods have possibilities of disappearing in the near future. Please help save the planet. Don't forget to subscribe to Green Radar, and drop a like if you learned something from this video. Watch our other videos to expand your knowledge even more. Thank you for watching and have a good one.